12 tons of fresh sugarcane just arrived. In 48 hours, it'll become 2,400 pounds of pure white crystal sugar.
Sugarcane juice is green. Sugar crystals are transparent. So how does this become that?
We're inside one of the world's largest cane sugar factories, processing 8,000 tons per day.
Trucks arrive every 3 minutes carrying 25 tons. That's 4 elephants per truck every 3 minutes. The cane must be processed within 24 hours. Every hour of delay reduces sugar yield by 1%.
Spinning blade drums wash the cane. Millions of gallons of water spray from all directions. Hydraulic shredders tear the cane, not cutting, tearing. The force could rip through steel cable.
The cane explodes into fibrous chunks. The smell is incredible, sweet, earthy, like grass mixed with honey.
That sweet smell? That's sucrose oxidizing. That's money evaporating into the air.
Now comes the violent part. Each crusher roller weighs 15 tons, with 250 tons of pressure per square inch.
Time is literally money, which is why everything happens fast in this facility.
This facility processes enough sugarcane daily to produce sugar for 15 million cups of coffee. From here, there's no going back. The transformation has begun. Watch the cane get pulled between these rollers. It's not squeezing, it's obliteration. That green liquid pouring out? Raw sugarcane juice containing 15% dissolved sucrose. The cane passes through 5 separate crushing stages. Each mill extracts more juice until it's bone dry. By the final stage, the cane is bone dry, just fibrous pulp called bagasse.
Bagasse isn't waste. This factory burns it all to generate electricity, powering the entire facility.
Look at this juice. Dark green, cloudy, filled with fibril, bacteria, and dirt. You wouldn't drink this.
First stop, clarification. The juice is heated to 105 degrees Celsius and mixed with lime.
The lime causes impurities to coagulate into large clumps that float to the surface. Watch those skimmers slowly rotate, pulling off the foam and sediment.
What remains is golden, translucent juice that's 85% cleaner. The smell changes too, more sweet.
Now we enter the heart, the evaporation stations. These vessels are the size of small houses.
The clarified juice enters the first evaporator at 100 degrees Celsius. Steam pipes heat it while vacuum pressure lowers the boiling point.
Watch the juice get thicker and darker through each stage. It's transforming from thin liquid to thick syrup.
The sucrose concentration rises from 15% to 65%. It looks like honey, but tastes intensely sweet.
The steam from the first evaporator heats the second. The factory reuses the same heat energy 5 times.
The final evaporator is under extreme vacuum. The juice boils at only 70 degrees, cool enough to touch outside.
Thick amber syrup that looks like honey. This still isn't sugar. It's on the edge of crystallization.
One tiny disturbance and sugar crystals will start forming, which is exactly what happens next.
Everything is monitored. Every temperature, every pressure, every flow rate, all controlled precisely.
Precision matters. 1 degree too hot caramelizes the sugar and turns it brown. The syrup moves on. Crystallization awaits. This is where sugar is actually born.
Welcome to the vacuum pans. These massive vessels are where magic happens. The syrup enters, and pure sugar crystals are born.
The operator adds seed crystals, microscopic sugar particles that give crystals something to grow on.
See those white specks appearing? Sugar crystals growing in real time. They start smaller than sand grains.
The syrup is boiled under vacuum while being constantly stirred. This is the moment of transformation.
The operator controls crystal size by adjusting temperature, vacuum, and stirring speed. Too fast gives powder. Too slow gives rock candy.
Over 2 hours, crystals grow to exactly 0.6 millimeters, the target size for perfect table sugar.
When crystallization is complete, the mixture is 50% sugar crystals, 50% liquid molasses. It looks like wet brown sand.
Now comes separation. The massacrete drops into centrifuges, giant spinning drums with perforated walls.
In 90 seconds, you go from brown slurry to pure white sugar crystals. But they're not done yet.
Rotating at 1200 RPM, the force is 500 times gravity. The molasses flies through the holes. The crystals stay inside.
Those crystals are still coated in molasses film. They're beige, sticky, and not supermarket ready.
So the factory repeats the entire process. The crystals are dissolved in water, creating syrup again. That syrup is clarified, evaporated, recrystallized, and recentrifuged. This happens 3 times total.
Look at the color change. First crystallization, light brown. Second, cream. Third, brilliant white. The final crystals enter a drying drum with hot air blasting through. Moisture drops from 2% to 0.02%.
The sugar becomes completely dry and free-flowing. Look at those crystals. 99.9% pure sucrose.
The solution should be completely clear. Any cloudiness means impurities. This sample? Crystal clear. Literally.
Now watch this quality control test. A technician dissolves sugar in distilled water.
The polarimeter measures purity. This batch, 99.95% pure sucrose, pharmaceutical grade from a plant covered in dirt 48 hours ago. The final stage is pure automation. Sugar flows through vibrating conveyors to packaging lines running at terrifying speed. Watch this bagging machine. Empty bags appear. They fill, they seal, they stack, all in 2.4 seconds per bag. Each bag, exactly 1 kilogram, accurate to within 2 grams. Scales reject any bag outside tolerance. Look at those robotic palletizers. They stack 40-pound bags 6 feet high, wrap them, and prepare for shipping.
One robot does the work of 10 humans, 24 hours a day, without breaks.
The factory operates non-stop during harvest season. 6 months of continuous production, processing 8,000 tons daily.
They process 8,000 tons of sugarcane daily. That becomes 800 tons of sugar. That fills 800,000 1-kilogram bags.
From the moment cane enters the crusher to bagged sugar ready for shipping, exactly 48 hours.
2 days from muddy field to supermarket shelf. The speed is absolutely mind-blowing.
From 12 tons of fibrous green sugarcane to 2,400 pounds of pure white crystals.
We take sugar for granted, but now you know. There's nothing simple about those white crystals dissolving in your coffee.
That's not just sugar. That's industrial poetry in crystalline form. And it's happening right now, somewhere in the world.